This morning in our Sunday Spotlight, Jumpfest. The event turns 100 years old this year. The finals of this ski jumping competition get underway at 1 o'clock this afternoon, so there's plenty of time to take a Sunday drive to beautiful Salisbury to see it for yourself. It is quite a spectacle. Willie Hallahan is the director of the Salisbury Winter Sports Association, the group behind Jumpfest. He joins us now via Zoom. Willie, thanks so much for being with us. Tell people, if they're not familiar with what happens out there, and we've done stories on it, they've been on the show to talk about it in the past, but just at 1 o'clock today, what can people expect to see?
They're going to be seeing the most important jump of the three-day festival that is Jumpfest. Today is the Eastern U.S. Ski Jumping Championships. For the jumpers themselves, this is the most important of the 3 days because they are going to be vying for a spot on the junior national team. And this is a big deal for them because it's the next step up towards the Olympics. You will see future Olympians in Salisbury. They're the best junior jumpers from around the Eastern Division. That includes Brattleboro, Vermont, Lake Placid, Hanover and Andover, New Hampshire, as well as our jumpers here in Salisbury. Very, very talented jumpers. And as I say, you will see future Olympians coming from these jumps.
Now, I was doing some research getting ready to interview you, and I saw one of the notes on the website is, we make our own snow, so don't worry about what you see out your window. Well, this year, I guess that's not a concern. I think you probably have plenty out there. Are the cold temperatures we've seen over the last few weeks, does that help you? Does it hurt you? Or is it indifferent? You can do it either way.
The cold temperatures work to our advantage because we do make our own snow. We prefer man-made snow to what Mother Nature provides. The water content of man-made allows us to pack the snow tighter and harder. The landing hill, which people might not realize, these kids are landing on them at 50 miles an hour. The landing hill is as hard and smooth as your kitchen countertop. And it has to be that way because when they're landing at those speeds, they don't want any friction on the landing surface. It needs to be smooth. And even if we, with a little bit of snow, fresh fallen snow, like we've had, we have to remove it because even that little amount of freshly fallen snow can provide a friction that can jerk them on their landing, and we don't want that because safety is all important.
We're taking a look, as you were talking, at we had Rich Hanley on the show when he put together this fabulous documentary, The Jump, which shows some of that, and people are looking at a first-person point of view of that jump. I know, obviously, what you guys do there is world famous, and like you said, Olympians. But for people who just might want to check it out, I know it's different when you see it in person, and even beyond just the ski jumping, there's a lot going on. Food trucks, craft beer. Tell us about everything people can see and why, even if you watched that Rich Hanley interview and maybe went and watched the documentary, you should still get in your car today.
You should definitely. We call it a festival because it is that. It's a celebration of 100 years of ski jumping. This is no rinky-dink operation. The largest of our three hills is a 70-meter. These kids climb to the top of a tower, which is 350 feet off the ground. They get up to speeds of 50 miles an hour when they take off. They're going over 200 feet, some of the longer jumps. And they're landing, as I say, at 50 miles an hour, and they land with grace because they're being judged for their performance. And the crowds go wild. It's almost like the best party you've ever been to because you can hear the landing. You're close enough. You can hear the skis slapping on the landing hill when the kids land. The crowds erupt. They've got a hot toddy in one hand and a cowbell in the other, and they're just having a great time. There are food trucks. There's a cook shack. There's a hot toddy tent. I'm not going to lie to you. It's going to be cold today. So you dress warm, but we have bonfires. We have hot toddy tent to warm your soul. Dress warmly. And I've always believed, and I learned long ago, that if you want to get through winter, you need to participate in it. If you sit inside and rage at the thermometer, it's going to be a long winter. But if you want to try something, and what I say all the time is if you haven't seen ski jumping live, you haven't come close to witnessing the event. You can see the Olympics on TV, or if you're of a certain age, you watch the Wide World of Sports and saw ski jumping, but it does not compare to watching these kids live in front of you. It's like something you've never experienced.
You're a good salesman for it, and I love that line. If you want to get through winter, you have to participate in it. I think I'm going to steal that from you and plagiarize that from now on, Willie. I know
use it as your own.
That's fantastic. I love that. This is also, like you said, the 100th anniversary, and I think the longevity of the event is just as important as what's being accomplished out there. We're almost out of time. We have about a minute left, but can you give us an idea just how big of a deal that is?
It's huge. There are clubs like ours that have helped perpetuate the sport. Ski jumping has enjoyed its ups and downs over the years. Back 100 years ago, nobody even had witnessed ski jumping before, but an immigrant from Norway came to town. He jumped off a barn roof and landed safely just to show the locals what his sport was about, and we've been jumping ever since. We've evolved into a state-of-the-art facility. We're the envy of the other clubs in the United States because we're all volunteer. Everybody works from their heart to put this on every year, and it's grown. We've grown to bring thousands of people into the area. Sometimes it seems like we're the best kept secret in Connecticut, but yet we grow every year, and we get thousands of people here every Jumpfest.
Well, I know we had Rich Hallahan on when he did that documentary, and he said that the town had to make a decision and say, are we going to save this thing? And they decided to come together and do it, and the volunteerism, and it really puts the town on the map, and it's such a big deal. So we so appreciate you being on here. I know it's a busy day for you. You should get ready for those Eastern U.S. Ski Jump Championships and the food trucks and the hot toddy tent and everything else. Sounds pretty good to me. Hopefully a lot of our viewers will come out there and brave the cold to enjoy it. Jumpfest.org is a place you can watch it streamed if you just want to watch it on your phone or your computer. And here is a picture right there, the full Jumpfest, the brochure there, and the Jumpfest.org website. So we so appreciate you being here. Willie Hallahan, good luck with the races today, and hopefully we'll have you back on the show again.
Thanks, Eric, for having me on.
And there you see it, jumpfest.org, if you want to check it out or get more information. Maybe get in the car and go out there. They do have a hot toddy tent. Where could you go wrong with that? That is CT26 for this week. CBS Sunday Morning is, of course, coming up next. Have a great rest of your weekend. Stay warm. We'll meet you back here in Studio A next Sunday morning.